Let's do it.
Para arriba, para abajo, para centro, para adentro. Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Hey, hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of You're Not Down.
You're Not Down podcast. I am one of your hosts, Luis
Crunchwrap Supreme.
Castillo. Now my new favorite one.
Yeah.
And to my immediate
Straightforward. Straight through and through. Mike, Halftime Rubio.
chill. And this is the You're Not Down podcast.
You're Not Down.
Welcome, everybody. I
Welcome.
don't know if you can hear it straight in your ear holes.
Can you hear me in your ear holes?
Can you see how crispy I am in your ear? How crunch wrap crispy I am.
Supreme, though. You got the sour cream in there.
We got a new little toy here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got I don't even know. We should shout them out.
Yeah, shout them out. Shout them out.
We got the Rodecaster Pro,
Roadcaster Pro
Bringing you
coming live and direct.
bringing you the crispiest of sounds. We're super excited. We got some sounds that we could play literally whenever we want.
Hit us with one. That's beautiful.
Necessary.
That's beautiful.
Necessary. You're going to need that so many times. Yeah, no, man, we're excited to use this. Rode is not sponsoring us, but you know who is sponsoring us?
Who's that?
We got El Jimador Tequila. Hand harvested 100% de agave. This actually sounds like a real ad.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's not.
Keep it going.
El Jimador. When him is adorable, drink more. So he's more adorable.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, they sent us to read that.
Yeah. And our other sponsor for today, here we have Dr. Swami's Bone Daddy's Top Shelf Margarita Mix. It comes equipped with all your antioxidants, your daily nutrition, your vitamin C's, your vitamin B's, and more importantly, your vitamin BDs for Big Daddy, and among others. Authentic cantina recipe. Here it is, right for the camera. Thank you, Bone Daddies, for this bottle of wine. Mixer. Margarita mixer.
That was the most official reading I've ever seen. That was damn good. They're going to hear this podcast.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of reach we got.
Yeah, for sure.
We got some Big Daddy companies listening. Now we're going to get a check.
Bone Daddy is Bone Daddy.
Oh, shit. We just lost our sponsor.
They're not paying us anything.
We lost our Bone Daddy sponsor.
We now owe them $6.99 for that bottle.
No, man. And also for the listeners. Also, if you're not watching video yet, that's fine. We appreciate our listeners just as much as we do.
Yeah. Shout out to the listeners.
Viewers.
I'm a listener.
But this is the special Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo, everybody.
Edition.
Arriba. Yeah. I went a little karate flair at the end.
I don't know what flavor, what holiday we're celebrating right now. But yeah, no, it's Cinco de Mayo. It was Cinco de Mayo yesterday, technically.
Yeah, technically speaking.
You guys are listening to this on Wednesday. But whatever, we're still celebrating.
That's the magic of recording things.
Yeah, and so for our listeners, we are currently wearing sombreros, and I'm wearing what you would call a sarape. A sarape that says Chivas on it.
Yeah.
And the great thing is, we didn't hit a Halloween store. We didn't hit a costume store.
No.
This is the Castillo household.
Yeah, it's all yours.
This is just my wardrobe.
Even this little farmer's hat I got going on here, that belongs to you.
Yeah, man. This is just the essentials in my wardrobe. This is what I mean, if I'm about to go to work, do I use my yellow poncho? My red poncho? What are we feeling today?
Right.
I do my sundress poncho? It's spring.
That one's very breathable.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
you have no idea how breathable it is.
Especially with no pants on underneath.
That's the Mexican way.
Leaves you compromised in a nice wind gust.
And I'm wearing some huaraches, actually.
Put them up. Hey, that's on there. That's a beautiful thing.
Dude, my leg is cramping. Yeah, huaraches. My white friends call these my horchatas.
Oh, nice.
No, not nice.
That's nice. Well, they're brown and you wear them with the socks is white.
I guess.
It's kind of like an horchata on the
It's
foot.
just because they can't. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
I thought it was just
like a little cinnamon sprinkle.
Damn. Just defending my white friends now with their accents.
Should we hit them with a fun fact?
Fuck it. Let's do it.
All right, I'll start first.
Hit it.
My fun fact, if you haven't picked it up already, it's my Spanish is más o menos.
Oh,
all right.
That's good, though.
Yeah, that's as good as we're going to get.
That was real good, though.
Yeah, thank you. That means more or less.
Don't you mean gracias?
Oh, shoot. De nada. Hey, we're on a roll here. We're on a roll here. Hey, ay.
I'm kind of mad we didn't load this soundboard up with just...
Yeah, that's what we should have done, right? Next Cinco de Mayo. We'll be canceled by then.
Yeah, for sure. If we're not canceled, we just give up. Or Bone Daddy canceled us. They sued us for everything we own.
For using their name without their permission.
Yeah. They'd sue us for everything we own, and the only thing we own are these straw sombreros and the ponchos. So now I ain't worth shit. Sue me. This is a You're Not Down challenge.
Yeah.
Sue me.
So sue only him. Not YND as an entity, because I think we established I'm 100% ownership of that. Because you didn't read the fine print.
God damn it. No, I don't even want to go to my fun fact yet, because we didn't even talk about yours.
There's not much to talk about. It's más o menos. We could talk about it más, or we could talk about it menos.
We have to move on because that's all you know how to say in Spanish.
Yeah, de nada.
No, mi español sí está medio bien, güey.
We got to put the subtitles up here. For me, is there such thing as like real life subtitles?
I forgot to hit the button on the Rodecaster Pro, which is very capable. Rodecaster Pro, available in 13 different languages to your liking. Oprima aquí para español. No, my Spanish is more than más o menos. I think it's pretty good.
It's more más than menos.
The thing is, I speak it like my family speaks it, or at least my dad's side of the family.
Yeah, you throw an accent on there.
I mean, because they grew up on a ranch, and so there's a certain melody, almost.
Yeah, there's a rhythm.
There's a word for that. Not melody, not rhythm.
Fluctuations?
Nah, I don't know. But, you know.
I'll shut up.
Shut your más o menos ass up. Yeah, no, there's a certain melody, because it's like, if you could tell, well, you know, I kind of talked like this, it kind of dips and no.
Yeah.
That's how ranch people talk. And so my grandpa talks like that. All my tios talk like that. And so I kind of just adopted that way of speaking.
You'd be doing them a disservice if you didn't.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I have my own American accent while talking that way, you know? And so in my mind, when I go to Mexico, dude, first of all, I am cream of the crap over there.
Oh, top notch.
Yeah. I'm not just any type of American boy. I'm a Mexican American.
I got to know where you're going with that.
No, I go over there and like I love the culture, I love the music, and like I love speaking with people in Spanish, and especially when it's in their dialect. I think that's the word I was looking for.
Oh, dialect.
But then they say like, dude, you sound like a gringo talking in our dialect. I'm like, God damn it, I'm
sound
feeling
like a
all
caricature.
No, pues es que my friends actually, shout out to my friends Eric and Andrea.
Hey, shout out to them.
They say I speak Spanish like if I were singing mariachi.
Oh, okay.
You know? No, es que me llamo Luis. No, I have that little dialect. I like it, but
let me ask you this question.
What's up?
Because I have this issue.
Mm-hmm.
I could speak somewhat Spanish, right? But I often encounter situations. Let's say I'm at Chipotle.
Okay.
Right, and I want some avocado spread.
Hold on.
How do I order that? Do I say? Well, the reason is because I didn't want to say it.
Okay.
Do I order guacamole?
Yeah.
Do I order guacamole?
Or the worst of them all,
Guac?
Yeah.
No, that's the best one.
This is the thing.
That's the best one there.
Because that's something that we actually have to deal with in our everyday lives.
Right. You got to make that choice.
Yeah. Whether or not you know más o menos, you speak poquito español.
Yeah.
We look like we know it, you know?
Right.
You got, first of all, you got a great facial hair setup, but you also got that fucking hair peeking out of the sombrero.
Yeah. It's my farmer hair.
If I were to look at my like ancestor pictures, you would be right there. But yeah, no, it's like, at least we look like we're Mexican, you know?
Yeah.
Whether we grew up here and we speak perfect English and like más o menos español, we look it. So I feel like we both have to deal with that whenever you go to a Mexican restaurant. I mean, Chipotle Mexican.
Right.
But yeah, people will.
Because you don't go to Taco Bell and you don't say like, can I get a crunchy taco?
No, and I don't say I don't want a crancho rapa supreme.
Right? Or like when you say mango, I've called it mango my whole life, but I sometimes feel like people are gonna look at me weird if I ask for like mango. I have to say mango to some people.
And it's funny because you're the one that speaks less Spanish of us two. I've never said mango in my life.
Really?
I've been a mango boy.
Dude, I've only been mango.
Mango. I'll be mango boy till the day I die.
I think I look like more of a mango than you do.
I guess so. But no, we got to deal with that constantly. We go to a Mexican restaurant, or even if it's a regular restaurant and there's a Mexican or a Latino worker working behind the counter, they almost kind of look to you like, oh, I'm going to speak to them in Spanish because clearly they speak Spanish.
Yeah, we're doing a native language here, a brotherhood.
Oh, buenas tardes, joven. ¿Qué te puedo dar?
I'll have a carne asada quesadilla.
Is guac extra here?
Yeah.
Guac más dinero aquí?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I get hit with that all the time. And it's funny because, I mean, like, I'm at least prepared for it, you know? I walk in and I go in there like a shark. I scope him out. I look at this guy. I'm like, okay. He's got a good mustache. The pigmentation of his skin is that of mine, if not a little bit toastier. And so I'm always waiting for it, you know? Mm-hmm. And of course, I don't even have to say anything. They'll be like, "Buenas tardes." I'm like, hell yeah.
You hit them back with it?
We're in, yeah. Yeah, so I'm always kind of like waiting for them to make the first move. It's almost like a first date.
Yeah.
You're waiting for them to make the first move.
A feeler.
Yeah, you're feeling it out a little bit. You don't want to move too fast. Until they hit you with a hola. And it's like, oh, I'm in. I'm fucking in, bro.
I'm in there, dog.
Yeah. No, that's a funny part about being Mexican American. Either they're gonna assume that you speak Spanish and you can do it, or they're gonna assume you speak Spanish and you can't really. And then there's that like slight look of disappointment in their face, but no, that's till the day we die. We'll be living with that, I think.
Yeah.
Let me hit you with my fun fact real quick.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
My fun fact, Cinco de Mayo edition. I know how to play the accordion.
Oh, that's perfectly fitting.
I was about to say, look at this face and tell me if it looks like I know how to play the accordion. Today is the one day it does look like it.
Yeah.
Got the straw sombrero. I got the mustache longer than ever.
Yeah, it's looking great.
Thanks, but I think this is the last episode that I'll have this mustache.
Yeah, you're getting rid of it. I'm so sick of this beard already.
Are you getting rid of it?
Yeah.
It's time, dude. We've proven that we can do it.
I'm back to work. Like
That's right. Yeah. No, you got to look presentable now. I have nothing to go to. No, it's just a little bit gross. I'm not going now, but I can't deal with it, man.
Nah.
And my birthday's coming up.
Hey.
My birthday's coming up, and I kind of want to look fresh for my Zoom calls for my birthday. And if anyone wants to do a drive-by.
No, this is Inglewood. We talked about that last episode.
Yeah,
no drive-bys here.
Not the traditional drive-by. Drive by and give me a little happy birthday message.
Yeah.
My address is... Almost a perfect harmony. Yeah, no, I know how to play the accordion. That's my Cinco de Mayo fact. I almost considered playing a little bit of it here for the podcast, but I don't think I will. You know, if you guys want to hear me play the accordion, you know what? Fuck it. Send us a message.
Send us a message.
If you don't believe me, say I'm not down to play you Tragos Amargos de Ramon Ayala, and I'll play it for you.
That sounds like a dish that I ordered.
It sounds like a zesty dish.
Like it has bell peppers in it.
Yeah, no, I went through a weird... I mean, I kind of talked about it a little bit in the past that I've gone through many phases. Many phases in my life. I had the Cholo phase. I had the Pretty Boy phase. I had the Hollister phase. And yeah, I had an accordion phase.
Aeropostale.
Dude, I have so much Aeropostale in my closet with the tags still on it.
Still the tags, yeah.
Yeah, no, this was just one of those other phases. I still do. I like to kind of stay close to my roots. I listen to Spanish music, mariachi. I listen to banda, but I went through a big accordion phase back in the day, and I knew how to play the piano a little bit. So I thought, the accordion is the same by standing up. You stand up and you do that little fucking jigga. And yeah, so I wanted to learn just because it was so close to piano. But my grandpa, he gifted me an accordion with the buttons.
Oh, okay.
And it's actually a completely different playing style.
Oh, I see.
Very different. It makes a different noise going in and out as opposed to the piano one. Same noise, whatever. So I never learned how to play it. I kind of just, it was picking up dust. Then I went through my Linkin Park phase, started to listen to shit like, I bleed it out. So
I don't know.
No?
No.
Linkin Park was my shit. That was almost my, that was like me assimilating.
I only know Numb.
That's the Jay-Z version,
The Jay-Z one?
Of course.
There's another one?
There's a Linkin Park song that's not feat Jay-Z.
Yeah, I thought it was just one group. I thought it was Jay-Z and the Linkin Park.
He's recording live from Linkin Park, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I never really played the accordion, but then my grandpa turned 70. My dad thought it'd be a good idea for me and all my siblings to learn a few songs and surprise him, And the funny thing is, pretty much what he said is, if you guys want to learn 5 songs and we'll play it at his party, surprise him. And we kind of got a little bit nervous. We're like, ugh, playing in front of people? He was like, it's going to be fine. It's in front of family, And we're like, okay, you know what? Okay, we learned the songs. We're ready. And we're wearing our sombreros and our boots and everything. And we get to the venue.
Venue.
The fact that I have to say venue, that's how you know.
You said family party.
Yeah. But we get to the venue, which is a full-on ranch, boy.
Oh.
We get to this. I don't know why I called you boy.
I thought you were saying it's a full-on ranch boy.
No. I was the ranch boy in the ranch, boy.
Boy.
We get to a ranch. It's a full-on open dirt road, and it has, open dirt field, and it has like the wooden little, I don't know what to call it, the rodeo for the bulls, the pens. And we get there, and I'm like, what the hell is this? There's 300 people.
No way.
At the very least, 300 people. And I'm like,
you have a big family.
I was like, Papi, I thought you said it was all family. He's like, it is. That's your Theo right there. That's your Theo right there. See that little 4-year-old boy? That's your Theo.
Yeah, that's your Theo.
That's how Mexican families work, dude. They're huge. And like, there's people that I still meet people till this day. They're like, oh, you're my uncle, I guess. Never knew you existed.
Right.
Yeah, it just goes on
Bring
and
me
on.
a beer. That's like what uncles
we
say.
just met, but already hitting me with that. So we get there, and I'm nervous as hell now. We played on a full concert. We had
5 songs. That's a real deal.
In front of 300,
God,
I guess, family members. So we learned 5 songs. My siblings were on the guitar, the bass. One of my brothers, shout out to Big Al.
Big Al.
/ Extra Guac, the rapper.
Shout out to Extra Guac.
Extra Guac,
Check
man.
him out.
Look him up. So Big Al cracked me up. He was playing the cowbell. He didn't know how to play an instrument at the time, so he was this guy.
That's my kind of instrument right there.
But no, it was great, and he was also singing. But it was like a big thing. We played an actual concert that was a sound system, and I was so nervous because I had my freaking accordion. I'm 16 years old, weighed like 70 pounds with my botas, my pointy botas. And there's a fast song where you're just hitting that thing. You got the 2 fingers in the slots,
just gyrating, just vibrating back and forth.
Yeah, so I'm going, but I was so nervous that I just couldn't stop. I was like, oh. But that was fun, man. And so now, just during these quarantine days, you're walking around, you're trying to see what there is to do. I picked up the accordion.
Oh, yep.
I was like, do I still got it?
I love it.
I still got it. In case you didn't ask me, I was kind of expecting you to say you still got it.
I know you still got it. I'm confident in your
Holy
abilities.
Shit, thanks, man. I still got it though.
Beautiful.
Yeah. That's my fun fact though.
I love it. I want to hear it. Put up a little Instagram live story or something.
Maybe, man. If enough people want to see it, maybe I'll do it.
We need an audience of at least 300 though.
Yeah.
For you to perform.
Most likely family. Yeah, no, because people learn instruments to pick up girls.
Yeah, not that one.
You don't think so? You don't think
accordion?
You don't think there's one chica in this world that'd be like,
oh, in this world, yeah.
Ay papi, you play the accordion.
In our immediate area? I don't think so.
Lennox is right up the street.
Yeah, Lennox
I'll find
is
you
just
3
straight
girls.
up Mexico. You're right.
It's a little Mexico right there. Yeah, who knows, man? I mean, I yet have the opportunity.
That's fine.
To pick up a girl with an accordion. But, you know what? Never say never.
You can do it where like you hold the accordion and then you pick up the girl literally.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And do what with her?
I don't know. Just right off with her.
You haven't thought that far ahead. Nunca digas que nunca.
2, please. I'll have what he's having.
But yeah, man. No, just the fact. I don't know if we prepared anything for this episode. Do we ever prepare anything for this episode?
Well, it's the Cinco de Mayo episode.
Yeah. And so we kind of wanted to talk a little bit about that, at least. Maybe this makes me a terrible Mexican American. Real quick, ask me what Cinco de Mayo is.
What does...
I don't fucking know. I just wear the funny hat. I wear the funny hat and the poncho.
Well... Let me tell you what Cinco de Mayo is, right?
Yeah, already off to a good start, Saint Mayo.
And I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible.
You're just going to do a speed round?
Speed round history lesson.
Okay.
Cinco de Mayo.
Should I time you?
Yeah, why don't you hit me with a little timer? I got a little timer right there.
3, 2, 1, go!
Cinco de Mayo took place in 1862. So what's going on in Mexico at the time is there was the Reform War between the liberals who believed in separation of church and state versus the conservatives who did not. At the same time, the British, the Spanish, and the French naval armies were coming to collect money from the Mexican government. The Mexican government decided, they worked out a deal with the British and the Spanish.
Faster.
They worked out a deal with the British and the Spanish to not pay them back. The French, they did not reach that agreement, so they tried to attack the Mexican government and establish an empire there. A guy by the name of Ignacio Zaragoza.
Precious time you're wasting.
Whatever fended him off. It was 4,000 Mexicans versus 8,000 French. They fended him off, and it was all great. The guy died. A year later, French comes back with even more army, and they win. But at the same time,
5, 4, 3,
the Civil War in America was
2,
ending, and
1.
the America did not want the French involved there. Anyways, the French supported the Confederates, so I think we're all glad that they didn't win.
Goddamn.
That's the history of Cinco de Mayo.
Hell of a speed round right there.
Yeah.
And I've never been more happy to have an air horn ready to go. I didn't plan that. Damn, dude. You know your stuff or what?
No, I just researched it for this episode.
You Googled that 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's all Wikipedia.
Yeah, dude. Maybe that makes me a terrible person in my roots and shit, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know what Cinco de Mayo means. But no, that's... Did you know that before you researched?
I knew like the basics of it.
At least you know that, man. I've always been fucking shite at history.
It's because it's just an American holiday for celebration of like Mexican culture.
Because I don't think they celebrate Cinco de Mayo in Mexico, do they?
I think they do it with like more ceremony, like almost like a Civil War reenactments and stuff like that.
But no one's getting shit faced on the street.
No, I don't think it's that kind of
That's
thing.
an American thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I don't know the history of it. Because it's literally, I mean, we both grew up here.
Mm-hmm.
You see people dressing up. And first of all, my culture is not a custom. Even though we're wearing costumes right now.
I thought you said a custom.
No, my custom.
Oh.
My disfraz.
Okay.
You know, like the spooky, the Halloween,
yeah.
trick or treat, custom.
Okay. You're going that roll with it.
No, my custom. No, I just never knew the history. I knew people always threw Cinco de Mayo parties.
Yeah.
Drinko de Mayo in college.
Mm-hmm.
Never knew what it was about because I know it's not Mexican Independence Day. I know that's in September.
September 16th.
Yep, sure. No, it's the 16th. I knew that much.
Mexican Independence, 1999. Some 1 minute history of that.
That'd be a funny segment to do. Minute history, and see how much you can spout out, and then quiz me so I could fail because I'm only paying attention to the clock and making sure you do it.
Where was Ignacio Zaraganzo?
Ignacio who?
Where was he born? I'll tell you where he was born. What's now Texas.
Really?
Yeah, he was born in what's now Texas.
What was it before it was Texas?
I don't know. It was
God,
Mexican territory? I don't know.
Worst historian.
That has nothing to do with Cinco de Mayo. That's a different minute for a different day.
I kind of wanted to ask, though, just in the spirit of the holiday.
Yeah.
We're both Mexican American.
Sure.
And I think we just mentioned last week, we're from the same part of Mexico.
We are.
Didn't know that prior to meeting each other. We just are from this small, tiny-ass town. What do you have certain things that you like about being Mexican American? not to put you on the spot again, but no, it's like even everyday things. Because let's say, I mean, just for me,
I guess I don't even think of it. It's just part of me, and
Okay.
the way I live my life. I don't walk around thinking I'm Mexican. I just walk around thinking I'm me, and I know that I'm Mexican. You know.
Damn, that shit just got real up in here. I'm just me. No, man, because like I said earlier, I do love the culture. I love the music. I love the food, whatever. But even just aside from that, I do think the sense of community is kind of beautiful. Where like, let's say I were to invite you to a party, and I were to say, oh, dude, it's my aunt's birthday. It's right by your house. Come by. I promise you, it's not going to be weird.
Yeah.
There's great food. They got music. They got drinks. Come by. Trust me, they're cool with it. You come by, they're going to treat you.
Oh, better than anybody.
Exactly. It's going to, as soon as you walk through the doors, people are going to be like,
it's now my birthday.
Like, hey, yeah, pretty much.
Get them a plate of food immediately.
Aquí está la comida, entrele, entrele. And they're just super, I don't know, it's just such a nice environment. And I think your brother kind of mentioned that because he visited his girlfriend's town from where she's from in Mexico. And he was like, dude, it was so great. The culture's beautiful. Like everyone welcomed me like instantly.
Yeah.
No, I love little things like that, man.
I guess back to what I was saying. I don't even associate that with being Mexican. It's just the way I was brought up.
That's just part of your life. Yeah.
This is what I've experienced. So I just think of that as normal.
It's almost a way of being.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
that's pretty cool though.
Maybe it's because, I go to Mexico a little bit more regularly where I see just little things, you know? I mean, because I was just in my dad's hometown and our parents' hometown in February, I believe. Yeah, they have like the festival each year. It's essentially, now that I think of it, it's just Cinco de Mayo over there, but it's
in February.
It's acceptable.
Yeah.
No, it's like a week-long festival. It's their version of like Carnival.
Yeah.
Or Mardi Gras. Almost.
Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Takes place at the same time.
Exactly. And dude, it's just it's a shit show, man. But I love it because it was like me going over there. I'm like, dude, and then I'm gonna call you out a little bit. I'm gonna call you out a little bit because you haven't gone to Carnival.
My Spanish is más o menos.
But here's the thing. All right, what's the one thing you say every time I tell you to come?
I don't want my thumbs cut off.
This guy's over here like, if I'm gonna go, I'm going to lose my thumbs.
This is no way to live. Apologies to anyone who's listening who doesn't have thumbs.
We actually have listeners from Tecolotlan, Jalisco.
Hey, shout out to them.
Arriba. No, we actually do have like at least 3 listeners.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Bienvenidos.
You're not down. No, man, it's such a cool experience because I didn't think anyone was going to rob my thumbs. But I had kind of like certain reservations where I'm like, dude, my Spanish isn't great.
Right.
This was before. It's fucking great now.
Oh, beautiful.
But no, I had reservations before. I was like, I have no one to talk to. You know, like I'm pretty much just going to be hanging out with my parents the whole time. Like I'm going to be that guy. But I go there and I go with one of my little brothers, extra guac. And we go and it was just so cool because, I mean, just the shit you see over there. I saw a guy, there's like 2 bands at least playing back to back, 2 completely different bands, different song at the same time.
I come out a visual of them playing like literally back to back.
No, honestly, that's what it was. Because here it's like pretty much there's bands kind of walking around like a full band. They got the drums, the trumpets, whatever, the clarinets, and you can pay them. Be like, hey, I want you guys for an hour. Just play for us right here. We have a table.
Right.
Play for us for an hour. Perfect. They already paid. They're
That'll
gonna
be
play
$6.
But the table next to you, they get another band. They're like, hey, I want you to play for me for an hour.
Louder than them.
That's what it is. And now it's like 2 bands literally back to back playing 2 different songs at the same time.
Oh, it just sounds like a jumble.
And I'm mentioning 2 bands right now, but that's it throughout the whole plaza.
Holy moly.
And so it's just so crazy and such a shit show. And I saw this guy playing the drums on fire. The drums were on fire, and this guy's just, I no mas, like hitting it.
Dude, you didn't tell me there was fire drum playing.
There's some pyrotechnics over there.
Oh, sign me up.
By pyrotechnics, I mean someone literally spilled gasoline.
Yeah, for sure.
On this guy's
and lit it
drum
on
set.
fire.
Yeah, no, but it's things like that. But then we also met a group of people over there. Shout out to all my West Covina people.
I guess.
So. What's there in West Covina?
Just your people.
Just my people. That's it. Yeah, no, it's like I met a group of people over there who live in West Covina, but their families are from there.
And a Walmart.
That's it.
Yeah.
Name one. My crazy ex-girlfriend. A name of the show that takes place in West Covina. Ironically, may I add. But yeah, no, so I meet this group of people. Some of them were actually my third cousins. There you go again. Like, hold on. Nothing was going on.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, no, it's like, and that kind of goes back to you meet family every time as you go. Yeah, no, so it was, I meet them, I see they're speaking English, and it was almost a safety net.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, these people can at least talk to me.
You're like me.
You're just like me.
Yeah.
We also asked for guac at Chipotle.
Yeah, for sure.
No, it was such a cool, close-knit community. And the fact that I felt home with them, just people from like the States, you know?
Yeah.
It was so dope. I've been every year. It's a shit show every time. And one of our Teco listeners, she says, Mike, we're both calling you out now.
Yep.
Shout out to Paloma. That's her name. Paloma.
That's not her name.
Paloma.
That's a drink.
Also, but that's how you know she's from Jalisco, though.
Okay, that's a drink with squirt.
Tequila and squirt.
And a girl named after Squirt. We don't got to get into that.
Quality girl. No, she called you out. I don't know if you saw. She said, Mike, you're not down to go to Carnaval in Teco.
Yeah. I'm for sure down.
Are you? Hold up. Say it into the camera so we know.
I'm down.
And you're coming back with 2 thumbs.
We'll see. But what we're for sure doing is recording an episode out there. I'm going because it's a business trip.
I'm so okay with that.
Yeah.
But let's for sure lock our doors.
Yeah.
And wear gloves so it's harder to get to our thumbs. No, that
wear
actually
those mittens.
So they can only take 1 thumb, but not the rest of your fingers.
Right.
Or they could take all your fingers except the thumb. No, man, that'd be dope. It'd be cool to do a traveling podcast, especially in Mexico.
Yeah, why not?
No, man, I'd love for you to see it. To see our roots.
Deal.
Didn't have to do much there.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah, well, let's do it. But yeah, no, just little things like that. Like I said, the community. It's beautiful being Mexican American, I think.
Yeah.
Even if it comes down to what language is this person at the store going to talk to me in right now. Little things like that are kind of nice.
Am I supposed to say jalapeno?
Of course.
Or did I say jalapeno?
You said jalapeno in the video we posted. The Say We Won't series.
That was probably a joke.
It wasn't though.
Yeah, I don't say jalapeno. I would say mango.
No, and the thing is, I mean, like I said, I speak perfect English. Obviously, you're listening to this podcast. I hope so.
If you listen to the previous episodes, that's debatable.
Nothing would be more hurtful than people commenting. Hey, you. I don't know.
Yeah. Nope.
But no, we both went to a fairly American school, to avoid saying white. But I went to like a mostly white school, middle school, junior high. And so something I kind of dealt with there, I came from a school in England. We talked about it before. And I actually said in a previous episode it was the poor school. That's not true. That was misinterpreted. I want to put that on the record. That was misinterpreted.
You said that. It wasn't misinterpreted.
It was misinterpreted. I misspoke.
Yeah, you misspoke.
It wasn't about it being poor at all. It was a good school.
It was just poor. Moving on.
They just didn't have chocolate milk in the bags. That's all. Does that make you poor? Obviously.
My school only had plain milk. We talked about that already.
But yeah, no. So in junior high, I mean, because I went from the Inglewood school, which was predominantly black and Latino people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I get transferred to the school, which was all white people. That's the first time I saw a white person. I was like, hey, what is that?
Yeah. You look delicious.
But the thing was, back at this other school, since it was mostly Latino, everyone's dad worked in landscaping, you know?
Right.
It was very common. And my dad has his own landscaping business. And it was just normal. I never thought once about it. But I go to this new school, and my dad drops me off. He drives through the campus to drop me off in his work truck with the lawnmowers in the back, with the chainsaws all up.
Mm-hmm.
And we get out, and this is probably like my first week of school. And I get out, and I start walking through, and I see people laughing. I see like kids looking towards me and laughing, and I'm turning around like, what the hell are they laughing at? You know?
Yeah.
I realized it was me. And they were laughing because, everyone has their Escalade, whatever. And here I am coming out of a work truck.
Unbelievable.
And that was kind of like the first thing I kind of dealt with. I'm like, oh, shit, that sucks.
I never have that feeling.
No?
No. I've never felt like I'm being judged because I'm Mexican.
But that's because you're only más o menos. I'm full on.
I mean, my blood is just as Mexican as yours, right?
I guess, but
my tongue might not be. But yeah, I guess I don't know. I just didn't grow up that way, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it was a weird time, but something that I'll never forgive myself for. I mean, parents have to do service hours for school, just they have like some quota to meet, I guess. You volunteer, whatever, you pay your dues almost. So, my parents, they would always kind of scramble like, okay, we need to do this. Do we volunteer for this event? Do we volunteer for that? And so my dad told me, he said, career day's coming up. I'm thinking about going to talk about my career for your career day, And I begged him not to come.
That's terrible.
Can you believe that?
That's not your fault.
I hope not.
No, that's not your fault.
I still feel super shitty, but I begged him not to come because I knew people were going to make fun of me.
Yeah.
And he was like, what, you're embarrassed about what I do? I'm like, no, it's like they're going to make fun of me. They're going to make fun of me. And I literally begged him not to come. He didn't do it. And dude, I think about that constantly.
That's not your fault.
It breaks my heart, man.
That's the inner workings of a child who felt social pressure from his peers.
He got laughed at. Getting out of that truck, crawling over the chainsaw in the back seat. There was a designated chainsaw seat.
Yeah, it has to be
more comfortable than the seat that I sat in.
You're not gonna put the chainsaw in the back so someone can steal it.
Of course not.
No,
but no, man.
Right, shoddy.
With seatbelt and everything.
Yeah,
my seatbelt's all jammed. Now I still feel bad to this day, but dude, I mean, my dad worked his ass off so we could have. Is this sign coming off the wall? I'm over here talking about the studio again. My dad worked his ass off.
Fine.
Sign's fine.
The sign's fine. From the front camera, the sign is fine.
Sign's fine. It's not peeling off the wall on my end. Yeah, my dad worked his ass off for us to afford this very official. God. Hey, episode 7. This sign made it 6 more episodes for it to start peeling again.
Yeah. Forget the fact that I tape it every time I come to, every week when I come to record.
Our episodes are also sponsored by Scotch tape.
Scotch tape.
Also, we should probably try to get sponsored by duct tape because obviously it's going to stick long.
Yeah. Scotch tape. The Scotch tape deal is falling through.
But you know what? We got Scotch tape to the day we die. I'm all right with that. No, man. Cinco de Mayo. Anything else you want to talk about? Just
Cinco de Mayo related?
Or Mexican-American related? We don't have to. I feel like really. I got too real there.
Yeah. I guess I don't feel that way. Because, we grew up here. We're in Inglewood. We're not from Boyle Heights or East LA. Or there's not the same kind of La Raza feeling over here.
There is.
Like I was just thinking about the other day. I have a bunch of black neighbors. I have white neighbors. I got Mexican neighbors. We're more diverse over here on this side of town.
A little bit, definitely a little bit more, and especially a little bit more now. But I guess you're right. But I don't know. I still feel a sense of. I definitely consider myself Mexican, if that makes sense. Because you say you don't even think about it. You're just you.
No, I know I am, but I feel like that doesn't ever factor into. Maybe it does subconsciously, but I don't feel like it ever factors into my decision making. Gotcha. Or if I walk into a room and someone looks at me weird, my first inclination is not, oh, they're looking at me because I'm Mexican. They might be looking at me because I'm wearing this shirt. Or because I'm wearing this fucking hat.
Damn hair.
Or something like that, Yeah.
I
don't just shoot to that.
I gotcha. Yeah, I guess that's not even my first thought either. You know, it's super easy to pull the race card these days.
I mean, there's once a time when I had an 8-foot Mexican flag hanging in my room.
Why?
Just because my dad had bought it. Crossing back from Mexico one time. And I was like, oh, sweet, I'm taking this.
Didn't matter if you were más o menos.
Yeah.
You read that
I
shit.
still rock with it, yeah.
Yeah, I went through a weird, another weird brown pride phase too. I was all about cholo rap, dude. Eh?
There's like 3 good songs and that's it.
Man, I need to map out how many phases I've been through. Because it's ridiculous. And I got range. Dude.
Do you?
I could call you dude. I could call you vato.
Nah.
That alone.
No, you can't.
So vato?
No, that doesn't really work.
What's up, pussy?
Full works.
Full. You're not down phone.
Vatos, that's an East LA thing. I don't know. That's an old, whatever, Chicano word.
Yeah, I what's it called? I used to try to talk that way. Do you just fix your straw hat?
Just popped it down a little bit
to fix the little curly pompadour you got going?
I think it looks good.
No, it looks great.
Yeah.
Now you're just looking at yourself. I'm no longer present here. You're looking at your own.
That's the second best looking guy in the room.
Hold up.
The first being actual me.
American you.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right. So I was talking about this Ignacio Zaragoza, right? That he was born in what's now Texas.
Yep.
Not so recent.
Totally remember all of those facts.
So I was watching another show on Netflix. Also takes place in Texas. Maybe you heard of it. Waco.
No.
Oh, man. So I didn't really know this story, and maybe I'm a dum-dum for not because it's a true event. But it's a show that it's whatever, drama show about some like religious cult leader in Waco, Texas.
Okay.
And who's like in a standoff with the FBI. And there's a whole mess of it. But it's a pretty interesting show. It's a pretty good show. I don't know if it's your flavor, but I definitely enjoyed it.
It's called what though?
Waco.
And that's the name of a city?
Yeah, a city in Texas. It's kind of like, I think, 2 hours south of Dallas.
Okay.
I don't know, something like that.
So bad with geography.
Yeah, me too. I've just been to Texas one time, so I think I know everything. The sole reason why I watched it.
I mean, you do, technically. Even if you're researching 5 minutes before a podcast.
Yeah.
You know,
I do my research.
You know your Texas shit.
Yeah, it was a pretty trippy thing because it plays like both sides of it. Mm-hmm. So on one hand, this guy's like an evil cult leader, but in the show, they kind of humanized him a little bit. And they made him not so weird, except for the fact that he was married to a 14-year-old girl and had like babies with them.
but it's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, and just a whole hostage negotiation, not hostage negotiation, just a standoff that went really awry. And you want me to tell you how it ends?
I mean, spoiler alert. This is your official spoiler alert.
Oh, shoot, spoiler alert. Yeah.
I don't give a damn hell. I don't give a damn hell how Waco ends, but hit me with it.
So there's a standoff going on. FBI batarams their way in, throws tear gas that eventually catches fire, burning like 50 people in that compound, like 20 of them babies.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Holy.
And this is supposed to be like based on a real life events. Dude, I watched it. I felt uncomfortable, man.
What year did that take place in?
I think it was 70s or 80s.
When was it not okay to burn babies? What year did we just say, no, that's not cool, dude?
That's like, I think like 1400s.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 1970s.
Yeah, we're good like 500 years past that.
So 1970s, that's pretty fun. You should know better, guys. Yeah. What are you doing? Man, I need to catch up on more Netflix shows.
Did you watch anything recently?
Not necessarily. I mean, I've done all the reality shows. I'm a reality junkie these days, man.
Yeah.
If you know me, I'm all about Jersey Shore. I love it, dude.
Yeah.
I love Jersey Shore.
Pump up the party.
What?
I've never seen a second of Jersey Shore.
That sounds like I had a gun to your head and said, describe to me, give me the log line of Jersey Shore.
Pump up the party.
I'll think about killing you because you're not totally off.
I'm gonna shoot you in the chest.
No, I do love. I actually didn't like it in the past when Jersey Shore was actually airing on TV.
Right.
I just thought, like, dude, who wants to watch that? That's stupid. These people are douchebags, yada yada. And my friend Kelly she showed me the light.
Shout out to Kelly Blackheart.
Shout out to Kelly Blackheart, which is not her real last name. I don't know if you knew that.
I don't know who Kelly is.
But you know her last name. Blackheart. Shout out to Kelly. She's shown me the ways of straight trash TV.
Ah, nice. Everyone needs someone like that.
See,
I didn't try to put you on Waco about the inner workings of the FBI and a hostage standoff or whatever.
No. I just want to beat up the beat.
I just want to pump up the party. I just want to pump up the party.
No, man, she introduced me to Jersey Shore and all like the little side shows. They had like a dating show Polly and Vinny did. So I've seen every episode of all of that. And so now they have these new dating shows on Netflix. They got Love is Blind. They got Too Hot to Handle.
Oh, yeah. So what's the deal with that one? They're all supermodels?
Too Hot to Handle. All right, well, look.
I haven't seen it, obviously.
The premise is there's a bunch of these sexy-ass people, you know?
Yeah.
Sexy-ass people.
Sign me up.
The thing is, they're all right.
Okay.
I've seen sexier. But no, it's like the premise of the show is that they bring all these people that like love hooking up. They're all about the hookup culture, yada, yada. And they get on this island and they think they're like competing for like, I don't know, maybe it's a dating show. You got to find someone, whatever. But the catch is none of the contestants know this until they get onto the island. They're not allowed to have sex. They're not allowed to even kiss. They can't do anything. There can't be like any physical.
Are you disqualified or what?
No, you get penalized. Penalized. Are you a penalized guy or a penalized guy?
Penalized.
Penalized?
You get penalized.
I said it ironically.
There's a penalty and then you get penalized.
You're penalized, dude.
Nah.
First, you're penalized for thinking it's penalized.
Penalty, penalize.
Penalize.
Realize.
I'm so glad we were at that same. Because that was another like a Chola thing. I don't know. Realize.
Penalize.
Penalize. And penalize the penis lies. Hold on. Maybe we're not on the same page.
Yeah, I'm somewhere else with it.
So it's like,
all right, Too Hot to Handle.
Too Hot to Handle. It becomes almost a retreat for these people that they didn't know they were walking into.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so now they know that they can't hook up, and if they do, they're penalized. They take money out from the cash prize.
There's a cash prize involved.
Yeah, so it's like you could still do it if you want, but you're gonna cause all of your teammates or your, I don't know, what do you want to call them? You're gonna cost them money by you being selfish and wanting to hook up with somebody.
So they're learning teamwork and not to get by on their sexual prowess.
Why did you say that so weird?
I don't even know if that's.
I felt so uncomfortable. Yeah. I don't know if it's the sombrero with the curly hair. Sexual.
It's all about teaching hot people a lesson.
Yeah, because you know what? Fuck hot people. You guys.
I feel the way about this show that you feel about Waco, and that I'm not watching it.
Also, it's super easy for two guys looking like us to say "fuck hot people."
Yeah, right. Got a big burly man like me,
and I don't know. Describe me.
You look like a toasted Twinkie.
Can I get an alternate version?
You look like a churro.
Okay, one more
with a mustache. You look like a partially dehydrated Slim Jim.
Just keep them coming at this point.
You look like my big toe. Got a little whiskers on it.
I hope not. I hope not as thick as it is. Fuck hot people, dude. Yeah, I'm over here looking like Mike's big toe.
Dude, the hottest people that I've ever seen, I went to a pool party one time in Vegas. Dude, I walked in there, looking like myself, a big burly onion man myself, right? Everyone in there looked like they're straight out of like Maxim Men's Muscle Fitness magazine. Like everyone in there looked like like out of a magazine, except for me.
You're the before picture?
Yeah, no, I was like the previous life picture. I was like,
you're the before gyms existed picture. I'm not coming at you. I'm just
no, that's just what it is, though, dude. It was a sight to see for sure. But I own it, dude. I rep for the big boys, dude.
That's good, man. I've never seen someone more comfortable in taking their shirt off before I met you, man.
It just comes off at a drop of a hat.
It comes off all the time. And I don't know if we want to touch on this. You have a certain way of taking your shirt off.
I do.
And you don't have to do it. You don't have to demonstrate for the audience now, but
we'll save it. Save it. Yeah, we'll film that. We'll show it to them. Because I want to walk them through it, you know? Yeah, I don't want to take the time over in the podcast to do it.
There's not a whole lot of steps. Because it's a very fluid.
No, but it's very fluid, but it does require practice.
yeah. And I have a very different way of taking my shirt off. You have a lot of problems.
Yeah. We should film a little segment of that.
I'm not taking my shirt off. I'm not down.
Oh God, this guy. I need a new co-host.
But no, too hot to handle. Just to kind of finish that off. Yeah, so it's like you get penalized. The money gets taken off if you like hook up, whatever. But here's the thing, man. It's like, in my mind, I mean, again, call me a romantic. Who knows? Or maybe I'm just a loser who can't hook up. I don't know. But if you put me on an island and say you can't kiss anyone for 2 weeks, all right.
Get me off the island.
It's been months.
What am I even doing here?
Yeah, exactly. Like, do you know who you're talking to? No, so like it was a really entertaining show. I did enjoy it. But I was like, dude, you guys are not that sexually no one's that sexually frustrated. Especially if there's money on the line.
Yeah, money's a big motivator.
If someone were to tell you, you're going to lose $3,000 of the prize money if you kiss somebody. Kiss alone.
Not doing it.
Yeah.
That's just easy.
You're going to lose $20,000 if you do some butt stuff. Whatever that entails, I don't know.
Depends on who's doing who to what to what. I don't know. I can't.
then
I'm not kissing nobody. I already said I'm not kissing nobody.
But it depends how much we're talking for butt stuff.
$20,000.
Chump change.
I can make that back in 14 years.
But no, it's like, it was so ridiculous that people were like that bothered and like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
But no, it was a good show. I was a little bit disappointed in the end, but it was entertaining. But there was a creepy guy. I think this is fine to mention, right?
Yeah.
There's a creepy guy in there. I just got weird vibes from him. He's all like, hey, my name is Bryce and all this stuff, you know? And I was like, ugh. Like,
okay.
People like this? My brother actually worked with this guy.
Oh.
Yeah. They were coworkers. And I don't want to slam anyone. I don't want to have a defamation case. I think he got let go because he was a little bit creepy.
Oh.
And I'm going to say think.
That's a think. That's a hard think. As your lawyer.
Dude, I'm so glad to have you as a lawyer.
Dude, I'm the best lawyer. Yeah. Because I let you know when I'm your lawyer.
Yeah.
You know when I'm your friend, and then you know when I'm your lawyer.
The magic words. As your lawyer.
As your lawyer.
Shut the fuck up. A shot.
You know when you hear as your lawyer, stop talking.
Yeah. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. You know, I think this is what I've heard, and maybe I misheard, but he got let go.
Rumors. These are all rumors.
All rumors.
Yeah, my client can't testify in any kind of open court or anything.
He's just drunk off of Bone Daddy's margarita mix.
Dr. Swami's Bone Daddy margarita mix. Authentic cantina flavor.
Facts. Unlike these facts about Bryce.
Yeah, not facts.
Now back to the non-facts.
Anyways, Bryce is a creep.
A little bit creepy at work. I think that's why he got let go. There were a little bit of complaints. And the thing was, it's like, now we see him on the show. My brother like personally knew this guy.
Yeah.
And now he sees him on the show and he was like, yep, that's Bryce.
Oh, that's Bryce.
Yeah, it's like,
that's terrible.
He's the guy talking about living on his boat and he plays the song. He plays his keyboard with original songs and stuff. That's just him. He said that was him every day at work.
Oh, God.
Playing his original song. So, I mean.
That's when I get fired for punching my coworker. Slamming his keyboard against the ground. I'm not trying to hear that every day.
Can I play you a song on the accordion?
Yeah.
It's one that I wrote. It's an original.
Absolutely.
Also, I feel like I need to kiss someone for $3,000 right now.
I feel like smashing an accordion up, so let's bring that out.
No, man, who knows? I might play accordion one of these days for the fans.
Can I touch on one more thing?
You can touch whatever you want on this podcast.
Well, no, I can't, depending on the laws.
I mean, I have an easy access poncho here.
We have Corona going on.
True,
quarantine,
true.
right?
Look, man.
So businesses are trying to find a workaround.
Yeah.
Right? So I recently found out that there's a place in Oregon, which is the #1 state for strip clubs per capita.
Is it?
Yeah. They recently had a strip club open drive-through style.
No, they did
Drive-through
not.
style, yeah. You can go and pick up your food because they sell food. And as you pick it up,
You had me at food.
there's a girl stripping out there. They got a DJ. You just drive through.
Have you seen like videos of this?
I saw like just a couple pictures.
You don't got to feel weird.
It wasn't
I know your girlfriend's listening, but you don't got to make it weird. You're doing research.
No, I didn't see no video. It's just a news article.
Yeah. Someone told you. A friend told
it's
you.
a Washington Post.
A very credible source
Oregonian.
with censored pictures.
All right, so Bryce sent me a couple videos. All right.
He was on his boat. He was bored.
He was driving his boat through there.
He sang it to me in song. Wait, no, I'm actually really curious about this because I haven't heard this at all. So you drive through, you get your food, but are you driving through like an open field?
I couldn't tell. There wasn't that many pictures for obvious reasons.
Okay.
But it looked like it was like tarped off because I couldn't see the outside.
Nothing says a welcoming strip club experience like a tarp.
Like a nice tarp.
Like a nice tarp.
That way you get your fix. You can support single mothers and eat some chicken fingers.
Two of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Supporting single mothers and chicken fingers.
Paying for college.
I love it.
Yeah.
Here at You're Not Down, we love the single mothers. We love paying for college.
And more than anything, we love chicken fingers.
Yeah, most importantly. No,
KFC has the best chicken. Moving on.
No, not moving on. No, that's weird though. I don't want to say let's do a field piece.
Let's drive to Oregon.
Let's drive
Like 18 hours.
18 hours, 18-hour drive. That's doable.
I think 18 hours to like get to Oregon.
Okay. Are we doing a You're Not Down field piece exclusive? The boys, Mike, Luis, we go to Oregon. We go to the drive-through strip
It's going to be
club.
like a 3-minute podcast, and it's going to cost us each $65.
Plus tip.
Plus tip.
And also we got
$25 cover.
buy some baby food. But now let's check it out.
Food and DJs.
Food, DJs, chicken fingers. I'm in. Say no more. Add a stripper. You know what? I support it. Do you?
Coming to the stage, Corona.
Coming to the stage, Luis Crunch Wrap Supreme.
Wait, you're not a stripper?
No.
I mean, are
You
you
don't know me?
are you looking for work? Is that why you want to drive out there?
Guys, this last hour has led up to me asking you, do you need a stripper? Do you need me to wear this hat? Do you need me to wear this serape?
But he's not going to take his shirt off.
I won't take my shirt off.
Shirt's staying on.
That's my one rule. Everything else can come off. Shirt and socks stay on.
Yeah.
I'd make a terrible stripper. But no, man, I kind of want to check that out. Just for us, for the podcast.
Yeah, let's do it.
That sounds hilarious.
Maybe we could get Zoom drive through.
Who's gonna drive?
I don't know.
Who's gonna drive through?
Everything's
with
done by
us on
Zoom now.
This podcast sponsored by Zoom, driving you through the drive-through strip club.
Letting you into your friend's house virtually.
Worst ad reading ever. You should have quit while you were ahead with
Dr. Swami's
Bone Daddy.
Bone Daddy.
Dude, we're making
That sounds like an order. That sounds like a command.
like what?
Bone Daddy. Moving on.
And on that note, on all Bone Daddy notes, all drive-through strip club notes, all
Don't get that board away from that man.
I just noticed. I mean, it's not that we're going to use the sound effects a lot, but I felt that we didn't use it enough this episode. So I'd add
we gotta ease our way into it. We can't just have the audience thinking that there's random sound effects going off. Hey.
What else we got here? Surprise, bitch! I actually forgot that was on there.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, we're gonna put.
I like how you said, "What's on here?"
What's on here? Surprise, bitch! Oh shit! Yeah, no, we could customize this with our own things, which I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
But you know what? Why don't we sign people off?
Thank you, everybody, for joining us for another episode of You're Not Down. I'm Mike Halftime Rubio.
I'm Luis Crunchwrap Supreme Castillo.
And this is You're Not Down. Thank you, everybody. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. You're Not Down Pod. Spell you're right. Don't be a dum-dum. And send us an email. Send us suggestions. Send us questions that you want us to answer, stuff you want us to talk about. yndpod@gmail.com. Everybody, rock on.